Hello, my name is James Jacoby. Welcome, and thank you for joining me today on March 23rd. So I had originally intended to create a video every day for Meditation March, where I would do a short 5 to 10 minute meditation video. Well, just because of life, the month kind of got away from me, and I haven't made a video in about 12 days or so. But I would like to get back into that. So I think my last task was just a little too ambitious. So now my goal is to make a video either once or twice a week. Kind of continue on the same theme that I've been doing, which is just learning how to own and operate your space on a psychic level. So as you remember, in the last couple videos I talked about saying hello to yourself, to your first chakra, to the earth. And then in the last video we worked on creating a grounding cord. In this video we're going to expand on that grounding cord idea. So when you're ready, why don't you go ahead and find a nice comfortable place to sit. That can be a couch, a chair, your bed, the floor, just whatever is comfortable for you. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and take some nice big deep breaths. Just say hello to you. Say hello to your body. Say hello to whatever surface it is that you're sitting on. Just acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge the steps you're taking just by watching this video, and to own and operate your body on an energetic and a psychic level. As you breathe, just be aware of everything that you are. From the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, to your fingers, your chest, your face, and everything in between. And as we learned in the first video, just go ahead and say hello to it. Say hello to your physical body. One of the reasons that I continue to encourage you to say hello is that as you say hello, you learn how to gain awareness of your body and of your space. The ability to feel yourself in time and space is a psychic ability. When you have the ability to feel yourself, you can kind of know what is and isn't you. And that's something we're going to talk about in a later video. But for now, just say hello. How are you feeling? Maybe you've just eaten, as I did. I just ate breakfast a little while ago. Maybe you're still tired and would like to go back to sleep. Maybe you've worked a long day at work and you're pretty beat. Maybe you're pumped up. Maybe you're ready to go run a marathon, and it's a little hard for you to sit here in this meditative state. Just say hello to anything and everything that your body is trying to tell you. Our bodies are these incredible machines that give us a lot of information and a lot of feedback when we're ready and able to listen to it. So today, just make the conscious choice to listen to your body and to say hello to it. Now that you've said hello to your body, why don't you go ahead and say hello to that first chakra all the way down at the base of your spine. Allow yourself to be that intuitive observer. What does your first chakra look like in your mind's eye? Just be aware of it all the way down at the very bottom of your spine. There's a lot of information about what color the first chakra should or should not be, but as a psychic, I see it in a lot of ways, and everybody's first chakra looks differently. So just allow yourself to see your first chakra. What's going on? Most times the first chakra will either have a lot of movement or maybe not any movement at all. What does yours look like? Does it look active? Does it look slow? Does it look like it's turned on or turned off? Just allow yourself to be aware of that first chakra. Just allow yourself to gain some information about and from that first chakra. And it's okay if you get a lot of information or you don't get any information. That's all right. We're all at differing levels of skill and ability when it comes to being able to see or perceive energy. Maybe you just perceive the first chakra. Maybe you feel it. Maybe it feels warm or it feels heavy. Maybe you don't see the first chakra, but maybe you get the interpretation of a color or a memory comes to mind. Maybe you feel safe or you don't feel safe. Just allow yourself to own and operate that understanding that you're getting today. Then when you're ready, go ahead and be aware of this very center of the earth down beneath your feet. Just like how I mentioned in one of the videos, you can see it or sense it. If you'd like to just imagine a circle with a dot drawn in the very center of it, or you'd like to see one of those models of the earth from geology class that's kind of got the cutout and the layers that go all the way down to the molten core. Just allow yourself to be aware of the earth and be aware of the energy all the way down at the very center of the earth. Just as you said hello to yourself and to your first chakra, go ahead and say hello to the earth. Acknowledge it, both as this planet and as an energy being. When we say hello to the earth, we're kind of checking up on our relationship with it, on our ability to create and manifest using this physical world. And this world is in agreement with us manifesting in this physical world. Anything and everything we need comes from the earth. So just kind of say hello to that idea that we have this gigantic, enormous ally just underneath our feet. This gigantic world just ready and excited to be our friend. So just say hello to the earth on that level. Just continue to take some nice big deep breaths. Maybe you went all the way down to the center of the earth, so just allow yourself to be present, be right back here in your body in this meditation. Then when you're ready, go ahead and create a line of energy from that first chakra all the way down to the very center of the earth. This is a grounding cord. And just be aware of this line of energy. What does it look like? Does it have a size or a shape or a color? How does it make you feel? Maybe you can see your grounding cord from when we made one a few weeks ago. When we create a grounding cord, it usually will last anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, depending on the size and strength of it. So as you create that grounding cord, just be aware of it, acknowledge it. Acknowledge your ability to create that connection with the center of the earth. Allow this grounding cord to be the spiritual and physical representation of your relationship with the earth. You can allow it to give you a sense of security or safety, kind of like a string on a balloon that keeps you from flying away into nothing. If you'd like, you can go ahead and visualize that grounding cord and make it bigger. Make it double or triple the size. Let it be double or triple the strength. And once again, just allow yourself to find safety and security in that grounding cord. Allow it to connect you to this physical earth and to your physical life. Sometimes it can be really easy for us to kind of just disappear in the monkey mind or disappear in our distractions. I mean, if you're anything like me, I know sometimes I get lost in my phone, and sometimes I kind of forget what I'm doing or where I'm at or what's really going on in life because I get lost in technology or in other forms of media. So just allow your grounding cord to root you in the present moment, to root you in this physical existence. For all of its ups and downs and kind of crazy sensations, there's also a lot of really wonderful, powerful, incredible things that exist only in the physical world. So just be aware of that. Then when you're ready, go ahead and allow your grounding cord to turn on. You know, that idea that your grounding cord has a couple of things that it does for you. I already mentioned the safety and the security, but allow your grounding cord to turn on in such a way that it can ground down and relax and release any and all energy that you are ready to let go of out of that first chakra. As I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, the first chakra contains a lot of survival information, a lot of body information, how to maintain and keep your body alive on a physical level. And that first chakra can accumulate a lot of stuff, It can accumulate other people's ideas, other people's information, programming, fears, desires, anger, resistance, any number of things. So allow that grounding cord to relax and release any and all of that energy in your first chakra that does not belong to you. And if you are intentionally and consciously able to visualize it, sense it, see it, that's really great. And if you're not, that's okay as well. Starting out, sometimes it can be hard to get concrete information about just what exactly is happening in our space. So just know that it is happening and just allow it to work for you at your level of skill and ability. And just relax and release. Allow that grounding cord to just continue to ground out any and all of that energy that is not you, out of that first chakra space. As I said, today we're going to kind of go a little deeper with that first chakra and with that grounding cord. So a lot of fear gets stuck in that first chakra. You know, that idea of survival. You know, think about any times where maybe you've been afraid that you couldn't survive, whether you were in physical danger, or maybe you were afraid you weren't going to be able to pay your bills on time, or maybe you've had some stressful situations like you were in a car accident, or if you were ever evicted, or any number of things that really kind of, pushes our buttons and tests our mettle. And our ability to live and survive in this physical world. So at this point in time, you don't necessarily have to go back into any of those traumatic instances, but just say hello to any and all of that fear that may be lighting up in your first chakra, as I mentioned that. And you may hear me use the phrase lighting up from time to time, and that just means energy that is making itself aware, energy that's coming to the forefront. So it may be energy that you become aware of. It may be energy that causes you to be reactive. Like when you stub your toe and that pain just lights right up and just flares up, and maybe you want to scream or you want to grab your toe or whatever. Energy lighting up can also manifest as pain. Maybe there are those times where you felt great and you were just so ready to get something done, but all of a sudden just all this anxiety and frustration would come up and you would physically get sick. That's energy lighting up in your space for whatever reason. So as I mentioned, just be aware of that energy lighting up in your first chakra, that survival energy. Because, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I would imagine that if you're here watching this video, you probably are not in a state of survival right in this instance. You were able to pull through whatever it was that maybe was not so wonderful at the time. So just allow yourself to validate that. Allow yourself to validate your ability to survive in this body right here, right now. And as you do that, just allow any fear, any pain, any doubt, anything at all, just to go all the way down to the very center of the earth. Fear is a very powerful energy, a very powerful emotion. Fear can cause us to do things that we would not otherwise do. It can cause us to say things or to take on behaviors and attitudes that were we not afraid, we wouldn't take on. And so without judgment, just allow yourself to be aware of that fear. And allow yourself to be aware of maybe how fear has caused you to react, either in the present or in your past. Just be aware of it and just allow any and all of that to just relax all the way down to the very center of the earth. And as you relax that judgment and that fear and that survival energy, just be aware of your space. Maybe it's a little easier just to own and operate your body and your life in this moment. Maybe it's a little easier to take those breaths. So just continue to send any and all that energy all the way down to the very center of the earth. And just validate that relationship you have with the earth. The earth is ready and willing to not only take that fear, that survival, that danger energy, and the earth is ready to transmute it into creation and growth and prosperity for you. the earth has an abundance of resources. And though it may not always feel like the earth has the abundance of resources, the earth is more than willing and capable to take care of all of our survival needs, should we allow the earth to. And should we allow ourselves to partake in that without fear. I can't necessarily speak for everyone, but it seems a lot of times when there are issues of greed or jealousy or people fighting over resources or land, it seems like it's based on fear. It's based on that idea that there's not enough for everyone. That idea that if you have something, I can't have it. When in reality, there's plenty enough for all of us. So just allow any and all of those energies in your first chakra just to ground all the way down to the very center of the earth. And now that you've got your first chakra grounded and that it's openly and actively releasing energy, allow any and all of this energy that maybe has been in your body, whether that's fear, danger, survival, just allow any and all of that to flow out of your body and back into the chakra where it belongs. Our bodies are more of a physical thing, a physical sensation, but we collect and own all this emotion and energy in our bodies when they should really kind of be more in the chakras, because the chakras are where we process it. So just allow any fear, survival, doubt, anger, frustration, anything at all, just to leave the body, go back into that first chakra, and then from the first chakra just be grounded all the way down to the very center of the earth. And allow your body and that first chakra and the grounding cord to just work with you and for you, and to help transmute any and all of that energy that may be in your space. And just be aware of that for you. And when you're ready, just go ahead and take some nice, big, deep breaths. Big, big, deep breaths. You've done quite a bit of work today. And all you had to do was just sit there and show up. Just go ahead and take some nice, big, deep breaths. Acknowledge your ability to ground. Acknowledge your ability to relax and to release energy. Acknowledge your ability to own and operate your space and to change the energy within. It doesn't always feel like it, but you're all very powerful spiritual psychic beings that happen to own and operate these incredible things called bodies. And hopefully with this meditation, as well as anything else you may be doing spiritually or physically or mentally, you can get to the point where you feel empowered, where you feel like you're the one in charge of your life, where you can feel like you have sovereignty over everything that you are. When you're ready, go and take some nice big deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. You can go ahead and open your eyes and come out of that meditative state. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I definitely encourage you to use this meditation as often as you'd like. Just remember to ground, remember to release and relax your energy. Definitely like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.